Can we turn this Dell Optiplex 3020 into a big mean gaming machine? Stay tuned to find out. Hello everyone and welcome to Euro Budget Gamer. I'm your host Adrian and today we'll have a look at the Dell Optiplex 3020 in small form factor. I bought this PC on eBay for 200 euros with shipping included, and my plan was to move everything into a new case, add a new power supply and a video card and make a new budget gaming machine. On itself, the Optiplex 3020 is a great machine with great specs. Built on the Haswell platform, it features an i5-4570 CPU with 4 cores, 4 threads, clocked at 3.2 GHz and a turbo boost of 3.6 GHz. This machine came equipped with 8 GB of DDR3 1600 RAM memory with 2 sticks of 4 GB in dual channel mode. For storage, it has a 500 GB Western Digital Caviar Blue hard drive at 7200 RPM. On the front panel we find the power button, a slim DVD drive unit that can write disc as well, the standard audio jacks for headphones and microphones, as well as 2 USB 2.0 ports. On the back of the case we find a display port and a VGA port for the integrated Intel HD 4600 GPU, 4 USB 2.0 ports, 2 USB 3.0 ports, an Ethernet jack, as well as the standard audio jacks. As I said earlier, we have here a fairly solid machine with decent specs, built on a modern platform that includes support for modern technologies like USB 3.0, and should, in theory, be great for the core of a gaming machine, right? That's where actually things start getting complicated. Dell never intended for the Optiplex small form factor line to be anything else but standard corporate machines. The way these machines are designed and engineered makes it very difficult to move the components into a new case. First, the motherboard has no standard 24-pin power supply connector. Instead, it has an 8-pin one, which makes it necessary to purchase a separate adapter that will allow you to connect an external power supply 24-pin connector to the motherboard. Next on the list is the lack of an included backplate for the standard stock CPU cooler. Dell's solution is to use 4 mounts which are connected straight to the computer case. That makes it necessary either to scavenge a backplate for a different computer, like I did, or to use a third-party cooler that comes with included backplate, or a solution that does not require a backplate. Next on the list is the lack of a detachable backplate or I/O shield for the motherboard. This is more than just an aesthetic inconvenience. The space where the backplate normally is now open and allows dust to enter inside the case. But all this is nothing compared to the last item on the list. Dell built so many sensors into this case that the moment you move everything into a new case, all the sensors fail when the computer tries to boot. You can disable some of these sensors from BIOS, but not all, which means that you're forced to press F1 every time you're starting the computer. When we consider all these problems together, it's obvious that moving the components into a new case, it's very inconvenient. How about adding a low-profile card into the existing case, you'll say? After all, there are low-profile versions for 1050 Ti, 1050 or even the older 750 Ti. Unfortunately, we hit another wall here because Dell has placed the PCI Express slot second in line next to the power supply, which means that only a single slot card will fit in this case. At the moment I'm recording this video, the most powerful card that is both low profile and takes a single slot is a GT 1030. However, the performance of the GT 1030 would limit us only to eSport games, which is honestly a waste of a good machine. There is, however, one more option available to me. Those of you who watched my previous video on the GTX 645 might remember that I had no problem running that card in this machine. Therefore, I'm considering dismantling this PC, keep all the components which have sensors attached to them, connect everything to a new power supply, and mount the entire assembly into a custom open-air bench. But that is a project for another time. We are now able to give an educated answer to the main question of this video. Should you buy a Dell Optiplex small form factor PC and hope to convert it to a gaming machine? The short answer is no. None of the cards that fit in this case are powerful enough for the modern games, and trying to move all the components in one case is an exercise in frustration for most users. You should have more chances with the full tower Optiplex line or with the consumer Vostro line. If you like this video and want to see more like this, be sure to subscribe to this channel using the big red button below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.